Hello humans, I'm the TheAlienDoctor, but you could call me Alien, and welcome back to another video here on Pinacraft Season 2 Survival Realm. This is episode 7, and I have had a genius idea. However, before we do that, let's enchant my boots, and which way is cheaper? Okay, that way is definitely cheaper. So obviously in the last episode, my boots were too expensive to enchant, however I rebought all of the enchantment books and then combined them, so it's now not expensive, and we now have nearly max level boots. We obviously need protection 4 on the boots and on the helmet. Unfortunately, the shop had run out of protection 4, so I only have protection on my leggings, which isn't too much of an issue, I guess. But yeah, it would be nice if we could have some lovely protection 4. So now seems like a pretty good time for me to talk about my genius idea. So this place, our bunker place, it's starting to get a bit crowded. As you can see, we've got all of these chests, and yeah, we're starting to grow a little bit of a chest monster in this place. And then we've all... I'm pretty sure I just heard an angry wolf. Did I? Yeah, there's an angry wolf right here. Oh, there's also a creeper. Oh, and the wolf just died. Oh no, this is terrible. I don't have a bow. I forgot to get a bow. I needed a bow. Oh dear, this is not going very well, is it? No. Oh no, I'm hang on, let me sleep 1 second. Just a second. Okay, there we go. So anyway, now let's talk about my genius idea, and it is to do with our starter base bunker. So basically, I was trying to figure out where I could build like a ton of little farms that we sort of need to get the actual main base itself going. So obviously, the main base is going to be somewhere in that direction around the Guardian farm that I've built. And I was trying to figure out how are we going to like get the materials that we need, like where are we going to build the farms basically to farm the materials we need to build that base. And the answer is in this bunker. So I just want to have this bunker, like really, I want to expand this place quite a lot, have it be quite big on this quite basic design. I don't think I'll change the basic design, but yeah, have quite a pretty big bunker that has loads of corridors and tunnels and all of that sort of thing. That leads onto a ton of different farms and that sort of thing. That way we can kind of just have somewhere to build small farms, like, you know, like these kelp farms, or more of these kelp farms if we need more kelp farms. But, you know, just small farms like this kelp farm as an example, that sort of thing. And, you know, like a mini super smelter, you know, just that sort of thing, because we need somewhere to build those types of farms this early game. So yeah, that's what I want this place to be. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself a ton of signs and then a to-do list of all of the farms that I want to build. So after taking some time to write a couple of these signs, we've got the farming bunker to-do list. Bone meal based flower farms, dripstone lava farm, mini super smelter, a larger kelp farm, maybe a slime farm, also the basalt farm in the nether, and a piglin bartering farm in the nether as well. I think these are all the stuff that, yeah, will come in handy. The other thing we can do is probably make some sort of basic storage system, because we don't have the best storage system in the world right now, do we? So anyway, let's go. So here's like the center of the bunker. So I think if we just have an area like a door here, like not even necessarily a piston door, we could just have like this area lead off into like a ton of corridors where we have all of those farms. And oh dear. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to have to do too much, yeah, water clearing at all. Actually, I think that's the only block of water there. Okay, phew, I thought we were going to have to clear like a massive area from water or something, so that's quite useful. But yeah, anyway, this is going to be like the area where we are going to build all of these farms, just like through here, through this corridor. And yeah, I'm actually really, really excited for it. Obviously, it would be nice if we had a haste 2 beacon. However, we don't have enough blocks of stuff to really make a haste 2 beacon at the moment. So no haste 2 beacon. We're doing this the hard way. It also looks like there's a lot of sand. And something that occurred to me is if we keep mining on in that direction, we might end up like getting into a load of water. So it could actually be worth making ourselves a little staircase actually going downwards, so that we actually don't go into any water. I think that's what I'm going to do, because that way, you know, we don't have to like end up draining parts of the ocean to build this thing. I do want it to stay as underground as possible, and yeah, I guess it just makes more sense if we do mine underground. Or more underground, I guess, because we are already mining underground, just not as underground as... Well, yeah, anyway. So some time later, and I have like finished this little corridor, so we've just got this massive staircase That leads all the way down here. And then this is where we're going to have just a ton of corridors and rooms into various farms and stuff. If we go in this direction, we've got this cave, which used to be a water cave, but then I used my sponges to clear it out. And then I think if we go in this direction, yeah, this still is a water cave. So, yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do with that. And I want your trident. Okay, no trident for me, it seems. But yeah, anyway, so we can't really expand too much in this direction because of the water. Or I suppose we can because we have sponges, but it'll just be a bit annoying too. But yeah, anyway, we've got that. However, we're going to keep going in this direction, and then this sort of area inside here, like behind these walls, I think is going to be the place that we'll build the first farm that we want. And I actually need to decide what the first farm is actually going to be. Okay, so I've just finished decorating this room, and in here we'll probably have a flower or like a bone meal based flower farm or something like that. However, I don't want to build it right now because I've spent way too much time in here and I want to go and move on to some other things. It's taken me like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours just to do all of that. So yeah, I think it is time that we move on to something else. And that something else would be setting up our very first shop. So I guess technically we'd already have a shop with Toad. However, I want to set up our own shop that only we own. And we're going to be selling all of this cooked cod because obviously I have a Guardian farm. Guardian sometimes drops cod. So yeah, I've been smelting it down using lava buckets, and I actually need to get some more out. But yeah, I have in the nether like a full shulker box of lava buckets just for like smelting down stuff. Because it's like a really good fuel source. So yeah, I've just been smelting down all of this cooked cod, and it looks like I actually need to go to the Guardian farm and collect some, which is actually what I'm going to do right now in this shulker box. But if we head through to the nether real quickly, then you'll be able to see that first of all, we've also been smelting down a ton of netherrack because, yeah, we're going to need that for the nether tunnel. But I've also got this shulker box which just has like a ton of lava buckets in. But yeah, overall, the Guardian farm has just been producing us absolutely tons and tons and tons of raw cod, which we can obviously then go ahead and cook and then sell. In the future, we'll put an automatic sorting system in here, and then we'll have the cod just like filter into a smoker so that we can have it all automatically cooked whilst we're AFK. But yeah, for now, we are manually having to cook this stuff. But yeah, I want to make a little fish shop. So I'm a little bit poor right now, so hopefully, if I just put a fish shop right here, then people will just buy them. And the good thing is it's literally right outside the portal, so we've not got that issue to worry about. Okay, so signs are being, like, really weird. Like, watch this. If I just do this, aliens, and then put it on the next line, aliens fish shop, and then put that little symbol down there, it all moves back onto the same, like, why? Why is signs so broken? So there we go. Thanks, Bedrock Edition. And then 1 diamond for 2 stacks, I think. Or should we do 3? Let's do 2.5 stacks. 1 diamond. There we go. So 1 diamond for 2.5 stacks. I think that's quite a reasonable price. So now we just got to take all of these things out and then put them in here. Hopefully people will begin buying them. Okay, so I did just change the layout of the fish so that it is now in like 2.5 stacks. So yeah, that just makes it easier for people buying, especially if you're on a controller or something. And oh, we still have some stock. Nice, I didn't even realize. Okay, so it looks like we do have half a stack spare, so we'll just leave that in that shulker box for now. And yeah, overall, this is pretty good. And then in the future, I'll obviously move it somewhere else to a more permanent location. For now, this is obviously a temporary location just to bring in a couple of diamonds. So back at our base now, I know I did say that this area was going to be for like a bone meal based flower farm. However, we don't have a source of bone meal. Now, next episode, I have an idea of how to fix that, but I want to save it until the next episode. So in this episode, we'll probably just leave this room as it is, or maybe we'll build the flower farm and then just like not be able to use it. However, I want to make another room, and that other room is going to be right here. And this room is going to be a little dripstone farm. So I actually need to figure out how to farm dripstone first of all, because I know literally nothing about it. So yeah, we're going to go into my creative testing world and figure out how dripstone farming works. You might not believe this, but I actually know basically nothing about farming dripstone, so I need to do a ton of tests. Now, the first test I would like to do is, first of all, okay, so you can place it on any block. So what's this dripstone block? Okay, so there's obviously this dripstone block as well. So my question is, does it grow quicker when it's on a dripstone block? The easiest way to do that is to change our random tick speed to a really high number, and then, see which one grows faster. Unless it's not affected by random tick speed. Okay, so I've turned up the random tick speed. It's still not growing. Although this one is dripping. Is it meant to drip? Is that... I mean, you can tell by the way that this minecart is moving that the random tick speed is definitely up. Because that's what happens when you turn up random tick speed, and then if we put it back to 1. Okay, yeah, so... okay, that means dripstone is not affected by random tick speed. Although, if I remember correctly, doesn't this stuff also grow downwards as well? Like, doesn't it, like, grow here as well, like, onto the floor? So, let's actually try this again. Maybe if we give it ones to connect it to? No? Okay. So, what happens if it has water above it? Basically nothing, because I just turned up the tick speed again. Yeah. Okay. That's a pain. So, how am I meant to figure out which way it grows quicker? Like, there are cheaty apps that you can use to speed up your game, but I've never managed to get them to work before. Something I did just do is literally as soon as I turned the random tick speed back up, that just grew down there. So I have a feeling that actually growing it on the dripstone block is potentially faster than... Okay. Yeah, okay, so 100% it's faster. Does it even grow on normal blocks? I don't think it does, or if it does, it's like really, really slow. Okay, this is good. We've actually like discovered something whilst in this little session. Yay. Okay, now I've got to just farm this, which should be pretty simple. So I want to see if when it grows, if it actually, like when this grows, does it send an observer output? And then the other thing is, do you actually need water above it for it to grow? So that's what I've got going on over here. Oh, so I wasn't recording, but it literally... So what happened was... And let's turn the random tick speed back to 1 now. So what happens is yeah, when they connect, it will actually trigger an observer detection. Okay, so this is good news. So in theory, we should just be able to do this for our dripstone farm. By the looks of things, it does need water. Okay, this is good. And then we just need a collection system. But we can just run like hopper minecarts underneath it or something that only get triggered when this fires or something. Yeah, okay, we've got this in the bag. This is going to be easy. So obviously, because dripstone farms aren't particularly big, all we should have to really do is just make this little room back here for the dripstone farm. And this is going to be quite a long dripstone farm, because I do want to get a fair bit of this stuff, because it is kind of cool. And ultimately, I feel like I haven't done... I feel like I haven't really done enough with all of like the new 1.17 stuff. Obviously, 1.17 recently was added, was updated, and well, a couple of weeks, nearly a month, I think, or possibly over a month now. And wait, no, it was over a month. Jeez, it feels like it was only yesterday. But yeah, I've like hardly done anything with any of the new 1.17 stuff. I think at the time 1.17 came out, I kind of didn't have time and stuff. But yeah, anyway, yeah, 1.17 stuff. This is probably the first 1.17 farm that I've actually built, like just in general as well, which is pretty cool. So as you can see here, I've built up, well, other than those 2 pistons, I've built up the main part of the farm. We do actually still need to put some hopper minecarts underneath here, but that shouldn't be too hard. And obviously water up here. If I was a dripstone shop, where would I be? Now, I get the feeling that if we head over here, this is sort of like where all the new shops have been opening. So like in this amethyst geode shop, maybe 1 diamond per stack. This is all... Oh, this is all the calcite and geode stuff. So that's not really what we want. Obviously, we got the head shop right here. That's also not really what we want. This big shop might have some in, but it's so big. It'll take a while to check, won't it? Okay, they have got 1.17 stuff. They've got axolotls over here. However, it doesn't look like they have any dripstone. Oh, I really want dripstone. Ton of redstone stuff, which is actually probably going to come in handy for the future. Still no dripstone though. They've got like an absolute ton of various different resources there. And yeah, I think it's Perry that owns this thing. Okay, so that shop wasn't any luck. There'll be a dripstone shop somewhere. I hope. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, the thing is none of these shops really look like they'd be selling dripstone. Because most of these shops, it's pretty obvious like what they're selling. Like, Amazon reopened. Orders here. Ooh. You know, maybe... Amazon deliveries, pick an item and we will deliver it for you to leave it for pickup. Price depends on amount and rarity. We mine an area for you, please. DM Cam's service, put services in the order book. Amazon transportation, we move items from one place to another. We also move entities from one place to another. Please DM Cam's pay order book, transportation in the order book. Okay. And then, ooh, wait, what's this? Alien. What, pickup. Okay, so this is where you pick it up. So orders here. Okay, so let's take this book. How do we even take books? That's how. And then price will be DM'd ping to you. Do not sign book orders. Begin here. Example, Cam is a penguin. 64 dirt. So Froggy, ZB, then Froggy again. Okay, so if I just do a real quick order, Alien. 1 dripstone block and 1 piece of dripstone itself. There we go. So there's my order. So we put that order in, and then I guess we'll have to wait. Wait, why is it? What? It's ruining everything. Why is Bedrock Edition being so weird with books and signs? It's ruining like stuff. I literally just put 1 dripstone block, and it decides to censor it, and it's ruined the ordering thing. There we go. We need to have a paragraph like that. What? It's just why? Why Bedrock Edition? Are you being so hard to work with? Well, I guess we can put my order on like the next page, so Alien. Okay, so there we go. I've put it like that. Now if we close it and then check it, 1 dripstone block and 1 piece of dripstone. I literally had to put a space between drip and stone just to not censor it. That's really, really annoying. I'll have to DM Cam, believe it's Cam that owns this shop, just to let him know that I have done this, of course. But yeah, why Bedrock Edition? Why are you so weird sometimes? So I did just send Cam as a penguin a little message just to let him know that I have obviously put in an order. However, I doubt we're going to actually get our order by the end of this episode. So we should probably work on something else in the meantime. So that something else is going to be an AFK fish farm. It will be obviously another farm inside our farming bunker area. I'm thinking about possibly in this direction. However, yeah. Okay, so there is actually water here. How much... Okay, there is actually a fair bit of water there, so I think we'll probably not go in that direction. The only issue is I don't want to mine more this way because I don't know if I'm going to have to extend this wall or not. That's why I haven't decorated it. So actually going in this direction for the AFK fish farm might be our best option. I suppose it is only a small area to clean, and we do have like an absolute ton of sponges, so it's probably not going to be too much an issue. I mean, you know what? Let's just do it. Why not? So surprisingly, that was actually a lot less effort than I thought just to build this little room, which should be plenty of space for an AFK fish farm. So I'll just go ahead and build that right now. So I've built this AFK fish farm designed by Silent Whisperer, although we do need to add those there. And it's pretty simple. One thing I forgot about is that obviously AFK fish farms need skylight access so that they can be rained on to be more efficient. So yeah, I kind of just mined like, yeah, a little hole through the ocean. Hopefully no mobs will actually, you know, fall down here. Okay, there we go. As you saw just then, it would look like this AFK fish farm is working. And oh my god. Okay, we've already got an enchantment book and then obviously some raw cod. So we can obviously just like sell even more cod, which is brilliant. But then we've also got enchantment books that we'll get from this as well, and it's obviously a pretty good little source of experience and really just something for us to be able to like AFK at when we, you know, kind of obviously we've got all of these various farms, or will have all of these various farms around here, so it's useful to also just be AFK fishing whilst you're, you know, at like a farm. So I did also enchant the fishing rod with mending. However, I now am going to go over here back to our shop because I went there just now to like actually check the sales that we got, and then also Skull was giving me some string so I could actually make this fishing rod. So yeah, I wasn't recording. However, we had sold out. Like somebody had bought literally all of our stock. So I think we got like 6 or 9 diamonds or something from it, which is really, really good. Like this is already more successful than the cooked beef shop, which is really what I wanted, to be honest. But that's also because that shop is never actually stocked because I haven't had a chance to AFK there yet. So yeah, as you can see here, we have had a lot of sales, but obviously I've also been at my base kind of loading quite a lot of it, which means it's given all of this cooked cod a chance to smelt down, which is brilliant. So now we just need to sort it out into how it should be, into the ordering. So it's not as much stock as last time, however it is still stock either way, and this is where we're going to actually end today's video. So thank you ever so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe to join the Alien Empire today. I'll see you in the next video. This is weird because you can't see my face. I'll see you in the next video coming soon. Bye.